Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Marty Terrell from Marty Miller and KXnO's Football Friday Night, and thanks for coming by to our second Football Friday Night Player of the Year, dating back during the fall and now into the winter. The excitement of high school football, it's unmatched. It really is. I understand the passion for the Cyclones and Hawkeyes on Saturdays, but I think high school football truly provides a phenomenal lead-in to our football weekend. Our correspondents, these are the guys that go out there for not a lot of money, but a lot of airtime on Friday nights, and we figure on average 125 to 150 kids get acknowledged on any given Friday night. Jeff Kahn and Larry Kotler are our game night crew, and we send them out as kind of the lead dogs on Friday nights to be at what we consider to be the game of the week, because your lead-in, sponsored by Shields, very, very popular. We are truly blessed by our correspondents. I don't know how many are here tonight, but if you would, stand up and just take a bow, because you correspondents, Ross Peterson, Dave Reed, John Creighton, Josh Loffelholz, Coach Gary Swenson, Athletic Director Steve Duncan, and the Valley Tigers, our 4A state champions. Gentlemen, take a bow. Great job this year. I want to thank a couple sponsors, Toyota of Des Moines, Steve Lukey and that whole staff there, title sponsors, second year in a row, and also Dr. Bill Jacobson, Dr. Daniel Yu, and Dr. Michael Lee, Central Iowa Orthopedics, soon to be called Capital Orthopedic Sports Medicine. They are branching off into a new practice. And without them, we wouldn't be here tonight. Two dynamite title sponsors, Shields as well with the game night crew. So we had to whittle it down to 6, and this is the 6 we arrived at. And this is a fantastic half dozen of fine young men, as you'll find out. And unfortunately, we have to select just one. But I want to thank our other media partners too, from the Des Moines Register, Iowa High School Athletic Association. Let's introduce David Barrett, headed to Michigan State. One heck of a big guy. When you see the way this kid plays and the way he blocks, you'll be absolutely amazed. Very worthy of being here tonight as a 2008 Football Friday Night Player of the Year finalist, David Barrett, West Des Moines Valley. From Indianola, nice little basketball player, too. I see on a tip-off Tuesday this past Tuesday night and Friday as well. Michael Chia, Indianola Indian. Very deserving finalist this year. A running back from West Des Moines Valley, Zach Cutcomb. Very representative of the tradition at Dowling Catholics, Grant Mayfield. So they laid down a new field, and they'll need a new one because he burned it up over there off of University in Warrior Lane, and that is one Walker Woods from the Waukee Warriors. Walker? Very, very special talent. I think he's got a bright future as both a football player and a young man, and certainly into his adult years. Jeff Woody from Southeast Polk. Stevie Young, we call him Choo Choo. He runs the board on a lot of our events, play-by-play, like Monday Night Football tonight, which precludes him from being here. He's got a little gift for everybody here tonight, courtesy of Central Iowa Orthopedic and the 3 doctors I mentioned. On your way out tonight, as long as they last, he put together a 4-disc set, kind of the best highlights of Football Friday nights. A great speaker and a great friend to KXnO and to high school athletics and humanity, Scott Halverson.
I hate to admit this, but I agree with Marty tonight on the radio. Maybe the first time ever for all of you. This is the prime of your life. The teammates you've had, the teammates that you're going to have in the future are going to be people that you're going to live with and talk about for the rest of your life, and that's tremendous. Sure. Don't ever, ever give up your dream. I try to stress that to my kids all the time. Week in and week out, you got to prepare to be the best. And when you do that, chances are you're going to be the best. Work each and every day, not only in school, but also on the field. And probably school is probably more important than anything, because football's not going to last forever. Even the guys that get paid millions of dollars may only play 1 or 2 years, and you got to have something to fall back on. You know, my grandpa always stressed, be the best in school, because that's all you're going to have. The percentages are overwhelming that you will not be a professional football player. So be an all-around player. Learn to be a good winner and a good loser. There's too many guys out there that are poor winners. You got to be a good winner. You got to take it with class. LaDainian Tomlinson's a great example in the NFL. Every time he scores, he throws me the ball. He doesn't take it back. He doesn't give it to anybody. He doesn't throw it in the stands. He's a great example of a great winner. And you got to know how to lose. You got to say, yep, I gave it my all. I gave it 100%. Just didn't work out for me today. I do get a kick. In fact, I'm probably the only guy that's worked every one of Kyle Orton's junior high, elementary, football, basketball situations. And I remind him of that every time I see him, which kind of reminds me how old I am, so it's kind of hard to do that. But, yeah, I'm real excited to see Des Moines people do well. In fact, there was a guy in the Army-Navy game this last weekend that played. Any calls I regret? No. They're all perfect. Actually, I made a call, probably the one that caused me the most stress. I made a call at a Penn State-Minnesota game probably 8 or 10 years ago, and I called pass interference on the sideline. The guy just got mugged. He wasn't playing the ball. He ran that guy over. However, he was out of bounds. So the first thing I do is I come over to my wingman and says, I got pass interference if he's in bounds. And he gave me the big eyes. And if you're an official, you know what the big eyes are. Like, what? What do you mean he's out of bounds? I said, well, is he in bounds or out of bounds? And he's like, I don't have any idea. It's your sideline. What else are you looking at? So he gave me that on gas. So I'm going with it. Well, it turns out that, was it pass interference? Yes. But was he out of bounds? Yes. So really it was an incorrect call. Later, you blow a call in an NFL game or a college game, they think about it for a whole week. Sometimes it's a career ender. Ed Hockley will never get over that call that he ever made. I needed Bob Colosimo, he's an arena guy, he works arena. Brad O'Hare, who works in the Big Ten. Brad Van Vark, he's a Big 12 guy. Matt Eide, and he's small college and high school, and they've all had successful careers. They've all been in playoff games. They've all done national championships. The only difference between them and me, I would say, may be just one thing. It might be concentration. I think in our game, my game when it's 55-0, they're still grading me to the very end. Bob Colosimo goes out and works 55-0. Nobody says a thing to him. Favorite environment, I'd probably say Green Bay. It's one of the Green Bay and Kansas City are the two most college-like atmospheres in the league. As far as rah-rah and those kind of things, college is much more exciting to me than in the NFL. I got the opportunity to see 3 Iowa games this year. I go back to the Iowa games, and it's slow to me for some reason. And for everybody else, I'm sure it's very fast. But you look at those college games, there's probably only 1 or 2 or 3 guys at most on Saturdays that are going to play in the NFL. And you got 22 guys that can run like the wind. It's incredible. And the hits this year have been unbelievable. I've seen more head injuries and more concussions and more guys laid out than I've ever seen before. And I just think that they're just getting so big and strong, they can't take it anymore. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And good luck to you gentlemen tonight.
2 more acknowledgments. John Miller, I didn't see you there, John. Obviously provides a great lead-in. This is one of the top-rated shows in the market, folks. Does a great job. 2 to 4, the John Miller Show. Big Hawkeye guy. We're all headed to Tampa. Johnny, take a bow. Great year and a fabulous career. Our 2008 KXnO Football Friday Night Player of the Year is Jeff Woody from Southeast Polk.
Don't really know where to start with the thank yous, but Coach Mueller, who's taken care of me for 3 years, had to put up with my crap for however long. Want to thank my family, want to thank God for this, and I can only chalk this up to a lot of luck, a lot of good coaching, and a lot of good players around me, and I didn't really know if you can pick one out of these guys, let alone the whole state. So I just feel real lucky and real honored. I want to thank KXnO for thinking I'm the best of these people. So thank you guys.
The saddest night of the year for us, I'm not kidding you, is that last Friday night. It was great that Valley, Coach Swenson, Steve, and all you Valley kids, it was great that you brought home a state title to Central Iowa, but we walked out of there at 11 o'clock that night, and I'm telling you, very, very difficult to say goodbye to the seniors. Thanks for a lifetime of memories, and congratulations to all, and in particular Jeff Woody, a very deserving high school Heisman, Mr. Football, KXnO 2008 Player of the Year. Thank you very much. Drive safe.